Hey guys, this is my 33-week video. I am actually doing this on the correct day. I'm 33 weeks today. I realized that I'm doing this on my phone, so the quality is not that great. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to keep the battery in my camera charged in case something happens and I end up going into labor. We are filming the birth. And I still have to talk to my OB because it's up to her, but I might even be able to film the delivery part of it too. So that's exciting. She usually goes for everything, so she probably will say it's okay, but I still have to talk to her about it because it's all up to her. So that's great news. I guess I just kind of broke some of the news to you. But yeah, I will be filming the labor and possibly the delivery and afterwards. So that'll all be on YouTube, which is really exciting. Gotta catch my breath. I get so ahead of myself that I forget to breathe, and then I get stuck like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. I probably sound retarded, but yeah. This week has been terrible as far as sleep. I get about 2 to 3 hours of sleep at night now. Caden sleeps in our room. We are co-sleeping again. He realizes, I think he can kind of tell that something's going on and things are about to change, and he wants to be close to us, and he will not go to sleep in his room, so he's in here, and he has a bed like right beside me, so that's where he sleeps, and we sleep back there. So but usually he ends up crawling into bed with us by the end of the night, which is hard to fit everybody in a full-size bed. So oh goodness. Other unrelated to pregnancy news, we are still looking for a house. The house that we had planned on moving into, I don't know if I told you guys this, but she told us that she was going to tell us when it was going on the market. And I ended up finding it on Trulia. And I messaged her. I was like, hey, I thought, you were going to tell us when you put it on the market. Can we, get this house now? Like, I don't understand, it's been on here for 4 days now and you still haven't told me about it. And she's like, oh, well, somebody else already took it, so, sorry. I was like, dude, you realize that we have to move out by the end of September, and you told us it was going on the market in August, and it was June, I think, when this happened. It was June. And I was like, why would you do something like that? That really pissed me off. So we're still looking to find a place to move into by the end of September, and our ideal thing would be moving out in August, which is a few weeks away. So I really hope that everything falls together and we find somewhere, because at this point it's like everything is going wrong. So we're really stressed right now, and with my lack of sleep, that does not help. Why did I put this back? So we still don't have a place to live. We still don't know where we're bringing Ash home to. So hopefully something pops up somewhere, somehow, because otherwise we're going to have to release this place, which we really, really, really don't want to. So we're really trying to find something, but nothing is coming up that meets what we need as far as a safe environment. And at this point we're just not sure. We're just not sure what we're gonna do, because the stuff that's on this side of town is really expensive, and we don't have that kind of money to throw around, especially with a new baby coming in and Bryce's job situation. He's not getting paid as much, but another bit of good news. 5 minutes in and I still haven't even talked about my pregnancy, but Bryce has an interview for another job, and right now he's getting paid next to nothing and working only 27 hours a week, which is not capable of supporting a family. And I can't work. You know, it's a little late for that. So I'm doing what I can with my job here, but it's not making, you know, a lot of money. So it's not really, things just aren't looking good. But Bryce is getting an interview tomorrow to get a better job that has 40 hours a week, so full-time and overtime, and they pay him $3 more an hour than where he's working now. So that's awesome, and if he can get that, that would be amazing. So fingers crossed, prayers please. We really, really, really need this at this point. Otherwise, we are in a very tough situation. So I really hope that this works out. A lot of things have been messing up at last second, so we can't really, we don't have a lot of time to fix things and to get things back to how they were, so we're just hoping that things start falling into place sometime, and that's all we can do. Okay, on to my pregnancy before I talk you guys' ears off about absolutely nothing that probably interests you if you just want to watch this for pregnancy. So I'm 33 weeks and I still have energy, although not a lot. I really am tired a lot of the time. And that's probably because I'm not getting enough sleep, which is caused by my lovely acid reflux. And it's really strange because I have acid reflux even if I haven't eaten for the past several hours. It's horrible. Even if I haven't eaten or drank anything since dinner, I will still have acid reflux for about a few hours after I lay down to go to bed. And we eat at around 6 and we go to bed around 10 or 11, so it's really annoying. And then once I lay down, I'm usually thirsty, and if I drink water, I have acid reflux for another 5 hours. So it's always something. And then Ash's movements are starting to feel really uncomfortable, and he always moves as soon as I go to sleep, or as soon as I lay down. And it feels like, I don't know, like bowling balls except like half the size, and they're rolling around and clinking together inside of my stomach, I guess, if that makes sense. It's like little balls rolling around there, and they're made of glass or something, and oh, it just hurts. Which is normal. It's actually, you know, what most people go through at the end of their pregnancy, but it really is painful. Well, not really painful, it just feels, it's hard to ignore, I guess you could say. I'm still having contractions every day, every hour. I have about 2 to 6 per hour. They're not dilating me, so they are considered Braxton Hicks contractions, although they feel like my labor contractions when I was in labor with Caden on Pitocin. So they don't hurt, they're just really, really, really tight, and some of them feel a little bit crampy, like period cramps, and it hurts my back. But they are not dilating me, so I have nothing to worry about. Although I am concerned that I won't even know I'm in labor because I'm having like labor cramps, my labor cramps, all the time. So I'm just gonna not know until my water breaks. And I've heard that happens to a lot of people the second time around if they didn't have pain with their first labor contraction. So that's probably what's gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna know I'm in labor until my water breaks. So, and my hospital is an hour away. So if my water breaks, and here's the scary part. Usually your labor is faster your second pregnancy. After they broke my water, I was in labor for 4 hours, but, 4 hours, no, yeah, it was. Anyways, I dilated to a 9.5, which is what I gave birth to him at. I never dilated to a 10. I was to a 9.5. And, well, 6 hours. But in 2 hours, I dilated to 9.5. And the other 4 hours was me holding him in. The nurses kept telling me, don't push, the doctor's not here. You know, we're just waiting on the doctor. She took 4 hours to get there. So, and yeah, she was the one who chose the induction day, but she was busy for 4 hours, while Caden's heart rate was going down because the cord was around his neck 3 times. So she was busy. So I was holding him in for 4 hours because she wasn't there. So technically, I would have been able to push after two hours after my water broke. That being said, if that happens again, and if it is quicker this time, I might, even after my water breaks, be ready to push in an hour. And to my doctor's is an hour. For Bryce to get from work to here to pick me up takes 30 minutes. It takes another 15 minutes to get to his parents to drop Caden off. And then an hour to get to the hospital. So you have about an hour and 45 minutes to get me. It'll take an hour and 45 minutes for me to get to the hospital. And so I'm really counting on this labor taking longer, or figuring out that I am indeed in labor before my water breaks. Otherwise, I'm going to have a baby on the highway. So, and there really aren't any hospitals any closer than that, so, anymore. The one that I gave birth at got shut down about a few months after I gave birth. So, it no longer exists. They don't have the birthing center there. They don't have, you know, anything for babies there anymore. They took it all out. So, yeah, we have to drive an hour away, and I'm going to be in labor, and I'm really, really worried that I'm going to give birth on the highway. They told me to come in as soon as I started having regular contractions because I live so far away and because of my last labor. So I'm probably going to end up in the hospital several times a few weeks from now, you know, when it gets closer to the time. I'm probably going to end up in the hospital a couple times before I actually am in labor because I don't want to give birth on the highway. So, just let me know in the comments if you want me to let you guys know as soon as I go to the hospital, since we don't know, you know, when I'm actually going to be in labor. But I'm thinking of just telling you guys that I'm in the hospital when I actually am confirmed in labor, and not letting you know when I'm going into the hospital, just because, you know, I don't really know when I don't know how to tell. So that's what I'm probably going to do, unless you guys comment something different. And I think that's everything as far as symptoms and things that have been going on. And I will show you my belly. I haven't gotten any new stretch marks on my stomach yet, which is surprising. But I have gotten a ton on my boobs and my legs, well, like the back of my calves, and my sides. But none on my belly. And my belly is still smaller than it was when I was pregnant with Kaden. But I am lower. And there you go, guys. Have a great day.